Hey, all right. So this video, we're going to be diving into the keyword planner up here under this wrench icon that says tools and settings, and then off to the far left, this keyword planner. Um, so basically, we want to find winning keywords for our campaigns. Again, in the next few videos, I'm going to show you like the exact setups that I'm running for clients right now. It's working. It's working really well to generate leads. So I just want to give that shit to you guys, so that kind of takes out the guesswork. But this is just really good to know, and this is what's helped me when creating ad campaigns, and making sure that like the keywords that I'm targeting, are going to have enough search volume, they're going to have enough intent, to be able to actually get leads and get good leads too. A lot of people can generate leads, very few people can generate good leads. So um, yeah, but this is basically this has helped me a ton. So to make sure that I'm getting the most out of this, um, I try and put myself into the shoes of the person that we're going to be targeting, right? I think that sales is really just like understanding who it is that you want to help and all the problems that they have, so that you can provide solutions to them. And this has just really helped me understand it. I think marketing is really sales at scale. That's it. And being able to know like so much about your customer that you can explain their problems in words better than they can explain it themselves. That way they feel understood. Again, that's just helped me kind of understand, okay, what is this person going to be typing in? What kind of problems are they going to be having, etc. So yeah, enough of my rant, but let's dive in. So what you want to do, you're going to click on discover new keywords. And then for United States, uh, if you are targeting nationwide, great. Most people don't, right? Most people are going to be in like a county or a state. But what you want to do is you want to click on this United States, exit out of that. And then we're going to go and do something like, let's do, mm, let's do Georgia. See what that's all about. 21 million. Let's go. Okay. Um, Now, when creating campaigns and also doing keyword research, I do like to go statewide. If you want to narrow down, I would narrow down the most I would narrow down is by county. I wouldn't do it by city or by zip code. Zip code is really sketchy. Like Google kind of flags you because, especially in the mortgage space, you start to approach redlining laws. So we want to avoid that. But statewide, we start wide and then we can always narrow down later. So I'm going to do Georgia, for instance. I don't know why, but that just came to mind. Um, and then we want to be thinking about, uh, like who do you want to target? So are you looking for USDA leads? Are you looking for first-time home buyers? Are you looking for investors? Who is it? In this case, I'm going to be, looking at like USDA leads. Again, in the next few videos, I have a few different setups so you guys can literally just copy and paste. So yeah, so USDA, right? Someone most likely that's looking for USDA loan is probably going to type in something like USDA loan, right? Another one I like is putting lender in there, so USDA lender, and then maybe even checking out like USDA Georgia, putting the state in there. Because typically if someone's looking for state specific, they're a little bit later down or more towards the bottom of the funnel, which the more towards the bottom, the better. Honestly, the more intent people have. So I'm gonna hit get results. Now this is cool, man. What or woman? What Google does that's really really sweet is they'll give you an idea of the exact keywords and the exact search volume that people are typing in, as well as the average cost it's going to take to get to the top page when advertising. Now, I don't focus too much on the top of page bid, more so on like the top of page bid. Sorry, top of page bid high range. I focus more on the low range just because I know with the way that we write, headlines and ads, we've always been way closer to this bottom range and still get the highest click through rate. That we can, upwards of 10+% sometimes, actually a lot of times. So yeah, we're gonna look at some of these. So keyword, we got USDA loan, which is good. USDA home loan. Okay, like that. We have USDA rural development, USDA loans Georgia. Glad we typed that in, right? 1,000 people searching. So average monthly search volume, pretty self-explanatory. It's the average amount of people that are searching for that keyword specifically. Competition. This is going to let you know who else is bidding on the keyword, and this is all data that Google is giving you, right? This isn't like estimates. They're telling you what the competitive landscape looks like. Then you have top of page bid, low range, top of bid, page bid, high range. Holy shit. And then the competition index value. I don't really focus on the competition pieces. I just like to look at the cost per click and the amount of search volume. That's what helps me. But yeah, you could see some really good keywords in here. So USDA loan, USDA home loan, USDA loans Georgia, I like that. USDA loans Atlanta, 480 searches. That's a decent amount of volume. USDA home loans Georgia, right? That looks good. Then you have some other stuff, right? Like USDA homes for sale in Georgia. This may not apply, right? You wouldn't really want to target this keyword if you're a mortgage loan officer. Maybe if you're an agent and you have like an IDX site, that would make sense, but not for this. We have USDA mortgage, direct loan, USDA loan eligibility. So there's a lot of good stuff in here. When you're looking at a lot of these keywords, I like to gauge them in terms of where in the funnel is this person, right? Like, are they at the very top of the funnel? Which all that means is that they're in like an information gathering mode. They're really trying to just research and get information. That's what people go to Google for, right? To get info. And so they're in that stage. Middle of the funnel, people are starting to look at different solutions. They're starting to look for, maybe some people to talk to. Typically in the middle of the funnel is where people are actually typing in the specific loan type because they're no longer, typing in like how much can I afford or, what does it look like to buy a house? They've done enough research to get to, okay, I'm looking for this type of loan or this type of program because I'm interested in it, right? And then the bottom of the funnel typically is going to be like USDA lender near me, USDA Georgia. Now you're going to notice as I'm looking through these, USDA lenders in Georgia, great keyword, super fucking cheap, which is cool. But only 70 searches a month. Now, this isn't entirely accurate, but this gives you a really good idea of, how many people you're actually going to be able to get your ads in front of. So let's say it's 100 searches. If you are writing gangster ad copy, which we're going to go over in the next video, then you could probably get, a 10, maybe 15% click through rate. I think the average is like 3 to 5. But if you can get a 10% click through rate from someone seeing the ad to clicking on the ad through to your landing page, on 100 searches, that's about 10 clicks. And if you convert, your landing page at about 20%, of the clicks, then you'd be looking at about 2 leads from those 10 clicks. So not a ton of leads, honestly. That's why I do like, going for some of these higher volume keywords, and then using automation on the back end with automated text and email campaigns to be able to weed through a lot of the junk and just get you in front of the people that are actually worth working. Because, internet leads, like we know, as much nurturing as you could possibly do, as much education. What I've seen is basically half the leads are going to be junk, and then the other half are actually workable. Okay. So right here, I would look at this and go USDA loan. That's a winner for sure. USDA home loan, USDA loans Georgia. If I'm in Atlanta, absolutely, I'm going to be typing in USDA loans Atlanta, USDA home loans Georgia, etc. Now, what I typically will do is I'll go in here and I actually open up a Google sheet. And then I have 2 screens, but I'll show you this on one. I do like to take these keywords and then copy them into a Google spreadsheet. And the reason why is when I'm taking these keywords that I want to target in my ads later on, I can just copy and paste them into the ad groups. And so it's a lot easier that way. Now, there's a lot of people that have a bunch of different strategies around this. This is really just kind of the approach that I take similar to how we set up the Google Ads account, right? We just want to get the foundation. We want to get as much as we possibly can to work off of. So USDA loan, I would take that, paste it in here, take USDA home loan, paste it over here. USDA loans Georgia for sure. That would probably be a different ad group just because it's state specific. I do like to break up the ad groups based off of themes. That way you can get a higher, uh, a higher quality score within Google, which is going to affect your cost per click. Okay, we'll get to that in the next video. But I'm just gathering keywords right now. So USDA home loans Georgia, like that. You do USDA construction loans? Absolutely. Requirements Georgia. We could take that. We could take USDA mortgage for sure. Because anybody that knows of the word mortgage typically has done a little bit of research, so we know that they're probably going to be about in the middle of the funnel, which is cool. Especially people that are typing like USDA one-time close loan. Loan eligibility, construction loans, USDA financing, USDA housing program. We could all add these in here. I do want to get USDA lenders in Georgia because that is bottom of the funnel. And I do like to mix in top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel, so you can get a decent amount of volume. I'm going to exit out of these and just do USDA lender because I want to see what other keywords we can get around that. Okay, so this has 30 searches, not a ton, but we'll take it because if you can stack up enough of these keywords with 30, 40, 50 search volume, then you can have a couple hundred search volume, get some leads that way. Okay. USDA mortgage lenders, USDA loan lenders, best USDA lenders, USDA approved lenders. We can add all of those here. Okay. So this is giving me a good idea. Now the search volume around these is high, right? And so we're going to get a lot of volume from this. I like to see like a minimum, ideally, of about like 500 to 1,000 in search volume. The more the better, though. I mean, with these right here, you probably have close to 10,000 in search volume, which is insane. If you're getting a 10% click-through rate, you get 1,000 clicks, 20% of them convert. That's 200 leads. It's not unheard of. I see it happen all the time, actually, just depending on how much you want to spend. So this is kind of how I'm doing my keyword research and looking at what keywords I do want to target, because I am going to break these out typically into different ad groups later on. For the USDA setup, it's actually going to be a lot of these keywords within one ad group. So it's super simple, super easy, and that thing pumps out leads like crazy. It's pretty cool. So yeah, you would do this for your individual loan type. If it's first time home buyers, one thing that I would recommend is actually typing in a question. So what I've seen work well is how much house can I afford? A lot of people ask this question because it's what the market wants to know, right? And so if you type, 9,000, 10,000 search volume, this is kind of a little hidden gem that not a lot of people know about. So you're welcome. But you could type in how much house can I afford, how much mortgage can I afford, how much home can I afford. Avoid calculator. That's typically people that are just looking to run scenarios. So I would avoid words like calculator. But you could run a campaign for first-time home buyers just based off these three keywords, and crush it. And then, if you're looking for investor loans, it depends on what you want, but typically I'll do something like DSCR loan, rental property loan, and then investment property loan. The search volume is definitely going to be less on these other than DSCR. DSCR is pretty high. Yeah, about 2,000, so not bad. DSCR loan program, investment property loan, 260. But you'll notice the keywords are a little bit higher over here, right? Or cost wise. So something to keep in mind. This is still a really good range. If you're paying $5, $6, $7 a click, that's fine, as long as your ads and your ad copy and your landing page are dialed in. So yeah, hope this helps. Again, in the next video, in the next few videos, I'm just going to go in and show you exactly what headlines, exactly what descriptions, exactly what keywords, what the ad groups look like, everything, so you guys can just copy and paste and launch. These videos are more for the people that want to have a little bit of understanding going into those setups. Some people don't give a shit. That's fine. You just want some leads, and I get it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, and we will rock and roll. Woohoo!